The cajon. So we're going to get started for you.
Yeah. Okay, are we starting? Okay, I'm Jaden. This is Jemai. Very excited to be here. Jemai, you want to tell them a little bit about the song we're going to sing?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this on? Okay. I'm Jemai. So when I first started writing this song, I could have written it about the way that I wrote countless other songs I've written, which is about the experience of someone who is grieving a person that they've lost to addiction. But this time, I wanted to try something different. I wanted to kind of put myself in the shoes of someone going through that and what that experience might be like that for them. And I'm more than honored to be able to say that I wrote it with one of my best friends who's sharing the stage with me now, Jaden, over here. So without further ado, this is Oxycodone.
Yeah.
Empty hands without a leg to stand on. Dirty feet, rotten teeth. Think I might be killing me. Pick at the scab until it bleeds. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Hollowed out and so alone. All I hear is this mellow drone. So strung out, oxycodone. Lying through my teeth, lying through my teeth. Kill the lights, fight or flight. I don't wanna see you cry. Give me drugs, make me numb. I'm so tired of being tough. Hollowed out and so alone. All I hear is this mellow drone. So strung out, oxycodone. Maybe I don't want to. I don't want to wake up again. Trying to say something, 'cause something's nothing in that soul that I am. Lying through my teeth, lying through my teeth, lying through my teeth. Dirty feet, rotten teeth. Think I might be killing me. Pick at the scab until it bleeds. Don't mind me, don't mind me.
Sounds so good.
Oh, you want to sit down for this one? Oh, can I
think I'm going to need to hear that song recorded sometime so I can listen to the words again. It's like you're sitting up here and you're like, what song am I going to do? But you're also like trying really hardcore to listen to every word that you're saying. And I'm sitting behind you. That was beautiful, though. All right. I decided I'm going to play some of the songs that are older to me that I wrote a long time ago. So I feel like I've been focusing on my new stuff a lot, forgetting about my old stuff. And still remember sitting in backyard in West Virginia writing this song. And I can picture that. It's the house I grew up in, and we don't have it anymore in the family. So it's a fond memory, thinking about sitting on that patio, writing some songs. This song is called Let You Stay. Strip me down, play it safe, 'cause if you don't, I might break. Wear me out with your smile, constantly contemplating all the world. If you see what lies ahead of me, I'll let you stay. Let you stay. I'll let you stay. Let you stay. Normal girl, no, that's not me. Incredible, no, that I don't see. Conversations prone to be better than I'm used to. If you have something up your sleeve, I'll let you stay. Let you stay. Let you stay. Let you stay. Whatever it is that makes you want me is just the thing that makes me not want you. Oh, you. Break my heart, and I want you to. Only thing that you can do to make me see it's possible to be in love, be in love, be in love, be in love. Make me see it's possible, and I'll let you stay. 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 Thank you.
That was awesome, Emily. That was really cool. It's an honor to be here. Voice in the Pen is such an awesome showcase. We all know it. The fact that I get to perform next to Emily, though, and we get to hear CB tonight as well. They're always here, but we don't ever get to hear them, so this is very, very rare. We're all very lucky. That was really cool. That was really. How old is that song?
Like 10 years old,
10 years old. Very good. I'm gonna write a song that's not 10 years old, because if I wrote a song that's 10 years old, I would embarrass myself quite a bit. Quite a bit. This song is only a couple of months old. Aaron Keener and I over here are in a band together called Levita Pass, and we play this song together as a full band, but sometimes playing it acoustic is really great. This is kind of the song that's about why I do this. I had like a lot of great musical moments in isolation out in southern Colorado, and realized that all I really wanted was to do stuff like this, was to play music with people. So here we are, playing a song about that. Let's hope it goes well. I'm coming in for a landing. I'm not quite sure that I know how to land. You think that I might have planned it out last night, but I found out it was imperative. Prerequisite understanding. Don't have to know how to feel, just enough to talk it out. I thought that I might move past it without a nod. It's all I've been thinking about. Inbound now, I'm flying. Which way is up and what weighs me down? Couldn't you see that I'm trying my best to lift up my voice and keep my head above these clouds? Snow, it's been driving me 2 hours now. I knuckle wide out. Those kids, you know, they're bound to be smiling. Make my day, and all this driving worth hammering out. Oh, this is it now. I'm sliding. Either these clouds, they've gotta break, or I will burst. I can't tell if I'm ascending anymore. If the pass is closed, what do I do? Just reverse. Grip to good winter tires. Mind wanders, breath expires. I finally opened up that pass before I got there. I got to see all of the trees coming up for air. And I know that I'm beneath a layer of budding melt. Cold though I needed just a little fire. Those trees are breathing and they're alive now. I'm planting seeds to grow my hideout. Sun cost and time that you can't buy now. Up and over. Up and over. And we're passing the torch. Renegade time, baby. Oh, y'all like music? Wait till you hear this music.
Oh, you're funny. Oh, okay. Do you understand?
I do. I can go grab it.
Oh, well, I could just. Okay. All right. So, little transition. Danny Crapanzano. His music makes me feel the way my therapist does, and I love it. Like, it brings me so much joy. So thanks for doing that, man. It's fucking rad.
My mom's a therapist. She's gonna watch this later, and she's gonna freak out. Thank you. That's the best compliment I've ever received.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I feel very overwhelmed when you, because, how was that? Was that a good I statement? What do we think? Thank you. Yeah, someone's working on themselves. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. So one of my favorite memories of back when I used to live off the grid in Alaska, we had this one friend who would come and introduce us to the different German board games of the year. And they were all in German, so she would translate them for us. And then the last time we ever played, she brought in this new game called How You Bean. Has anyone ever heard of it? How You Bean. It's great. You like plant beans, and then you harvest them. And you get really into it.
Alaska is weird, dude.
Well, there's no porn or alcohols and no cable Wi-Fi or anything, so you like really invest in stuff when you need to. So anyways, we're playing this game, and since we're so invested, I like skipped a step of like harvesting the bean before I planted it, before I went to market. And this girl who brings in the games looks at me, she goes, "The fuck you doing, you lousy trader?" So I'm like, "You're a lyrical genius." And she's like, "I'm cheating at the game." So then I got mad one day. So I wrote a song with the lousy trader bit. And it comes and goes through my mind. And a big thing that I ask myself, why is this song so overdramatic and incredibly petty? And I realize is that I myself, Jaden Money, am overdramatic and petty. So get ready for some good old-fashioned mid-adult life crisis angst. The song is called Lousy Traders. Oh, I love this guitar. Looking out a window, wondering what it's like on the other side. Tell me, how does it feel to be so cold? So overwhelmed that I can't go outside. I am feeling extra cynical today. Piles of laundry getting thrown away. I don't deserve the nice things you left me. But what the fuck is happening? You lousy traitors, what the fuck? You lousy traitors. Looking at my bank statements. Yeah. How will I pay off these hospital bills? Yeah. 'Cause I gave you every cent I had. Now I can't afford the bed we used to sleep in. Holy was the Lamb, our sacred place. Volcanic skies, dark lullabies. This is not a safe place for anyone except for you. 'Cause you're a lousy traitor. I'm losing my mind, I'm going insane. I'm losing my mind, I'm going insane. I'm losing my mind, I'm going insane. If this is how you treat the sick, how the hell do you treat your wives? I guarantee that you don't want to
teenage dirtbag, and I got sick of this game in high school. What the fuck is happening? You lousy traitors, what the fuck? You lousy traitors. So I take one part and you take the other? Sound good?
Yep.
Okay, let's fucking vibe out.
Alright.
I'm losing my mind, I'm going insane. I'm losing
You
my
lousy
mind, I'm going
traitors,
insane.
what the
I'm
fuck?
losing my mind, I'm going
You lousy
traitors.
You're all lousy
traitors. Yeah.
What the fuck?
I love what you guys did at the end, each taking that different part. That was awesome. I also love seeing their friends sing the words in the audience. It's such a cool thing.
Love you, mean it.
Yes.
Love you, mean it.
Yes, I was just telling them earlier. In my head, I group the different musicians in the community together, and I'm like, this. You guys are in the young group of people, but you always think of you all always like together.
Oh, it's so cool! Wow.
And now I want to know how old you are if you think you're not young. But I won't put you on the spot. I'm gonna do the Green Chair song to follow that intensity.
I live.
This is a song, also one that I wrote probably more than 10 years ago at this point. I was in grad school and had to do a photography project and choose something abstract to take a picture of, and randomly chose this green chair on my grandparents' patio and took the pictures, took them home, randomly came up with some lyrics of me having a conversation with this chair, and essentially it's about how we don't necessarily see the beauty in ourselves, but other people see it in us. And I'm talking to a chair about its beauty, because it is really not a very beautiful chair. It's been weathered and torn and still getting worse and worse. My parents kept it, and it's really cool. I actually saw some chairs just like it in Winston-Salem when I played an open mic. And then people that know the song were like, green chairs. And I was like, it's so cool that people associate that with me now. Green chairs. So here goes. Green chair sits right over there. You've been resting for years upon your cement floor. Tell me how you pass the time alone, staring at the cars as you go by. Think like you are. You don't have much to say. Yesterday came as surprise when you saw my face and you whispered to me. I get lonely too sometimes, and others often pay no mind, but you see beauty in my life. So tell me you're not beautiful. Reading my phonograph, studying every single part, still deep down inside, you'll see all my heart. I can trust that you won't laugh, and you can trust I'll stay here for you. 'Cause I get lonely too sometimes, and others often pay no mind, but you see beauty in my life, so tell me you're not beautiful. Yes, I get lonely too sometimes, and others often pay no mind, but you see beauty in my life, so tell me you're not beautiful. Beautiful. Old rusted green chair sits right over there.
All right, Emily, you need to sell that song to Taylor Swift. She's gonna pay you a lot of money. She's gonna pay you a lot of money. She'll set you up for life. You can make as much music as you want. Wow. Yeah, let's get you in touch. Anybody know Taylor? Wow, real connected room we got. Freaking Hollywood's best and brightest over here in Wilmington. If any of you get any leads, you know where Emily Burdett is. She's here every Wednesday, and you should be too. This next song is another one that we like to play. We play a charity show every month. We played one here last month outside on the patio. We raised some money and some funds for Nourish, North Carolina. It was a lot of fun. If you were here, thanks for coming out. Waterline, thanks for having us. That was cool. On Sunday, we're going to be over at a brand new venue called The Place. It's in the Cargo District. And we're going to be raising food and funds again for Mother Hubbard's. We're going to feed some more people around here. And you can check out local vendors. You can eat some food. You can listen to some really awesome local bands. So come on out Sunday. Talk to me about it. I'm a friendly guy. I promise. You don't have to know Taylor Swift to be my friend. This is called Good Routine. Do I fit into people? Or keep up with the crowd? Am I digging deeper? Leaving my heels to be raw? Undulate night, my pace. A pillow fart don't make a place. Shoot the storm and keep me safe. Slow it down, miss, you've been racing nobody. No time to keep. Raise up your reward. Fell short of a good routine. World and then I'm to understanding. It escaped only me. Illimitable, well, I'm stuck standing. Motion forces the great sink. Fall forward or away. I am a ray. Well, I am a ray. we're lost. Well, so what? We're gonna find a path through whatever we must. Just look what we found with some luck. Bring it down to earth now. Disembark. Well, what do you know? I am unstuck. We'll be out of here in no time if we rush. But why would we leave in that way? Where is the fun? What might we be missing out on? Won't you come in where it's warm? We got this fire going, coming from the storm. How's it been? How long were we gone? Not a moment wasted. What more could we want? I am a ray. I am a ray. I am a ray. I am a ray. Can you tell that we're in a rock band together? Come out on Sunday and dance with us, please. That would be a lot of fun. Pass the torch. The baton is yours.
Lady Liberty up in this joint. Always losing picks. It's fine. No, we're good. Sure? Yeah, it's just who I am as a person. So from probably the ages of like, I think like 10 to like 16, my biggest goal in life was to be as emo as possible. So like I used to like straighten my hair. It was blue, wore a bunch of eyeliner.
I've seen the pictures. Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Yeah, no. So like I started off as like a Warped Tour kid, you know. I love the Ready Set, Never Shout Never, right? And then the older I got, the more my friends became emo. And they were like, I'm gonna introduce you to this man named Elliott Smith. And I'm like, oh shit, someone is telling me how to be emo right now, and that's Elliott Smith. And something that I just like try to like chase this high of like how he just masters the happy sad. And then there's this band called Boy Genius that's very Elliott Smith inspired, and they do a lot of like 2-chord songs, but they mainly like rely on like vocals. And I was kind of down in the dumps, you know, because I'm emo. And I was listening to them, and I'm like, I gotta figure out some form of happy sad. So I started writing this song, and I'm like, I know what this needs. This needs Jemai over here, because I'm Jaden Money, and this is Jemai. So I needed Jemai. So I invited her over at like 9 o'clock at night. And I'm like, okay, so here's a rough draft for a song. And then, Jaden, what did you say to me when I showed you the rough draft of the song?
I said, did you need a hug?
And we hugged. And then we wrote a song about just being overwhelmed. We say it a lot in the song, so just like get ready for that. So the song's about being overwhelmed.
get overwhelmed sometimes. I get overwhelmed sometimes. Thought I was fine out in the rain, but thank God I have you to keep me dry. I get overwhelmed sometimes. I get overwhelmed sometimes. I get overwhelmed sometimes. I get overwhelmed sometimes. I always felt so alone. Thought I had nowhere to go. Nobody around, no hand to hold. Who will I be when I grow old? I get overwhelmed sometimes. I get overwhelmed sometimes. Do you ever feel like screaming? I get overwhelmed sometimes. Yeah, I get overwhelmed sometimes. If I cut my hair and changed my name, would you still love me? If I moved states away, would you still love me? Would you still love me? Would you still? Would you still love me? Would you still love me? Would you still love me?
All right, I'm doing one that I have not performed out before, so I feel like I need to sit down.
Yes.
Go on.
The one.
Oh, can you hear me? my assistant now. So I'm going to cheat and have words in front of me.
Oh my God, that's what I think.
So I was thinking about how I was going to do the song tonight, and I think it's one of the things that I was hoping would come out of doing a songwriter showcase, and that's co-writing. Co-writing is a beautiful thing. I wrote some lyrics, and always trying to co-write. You know, mostly I send lyrics to people, and I'm like, send something back. Never really works out. And I think co-writing is definitely a nerve-wracking thing. You can't co-write with just anyone. Sometimes you have to find the right person. And for the first time, I met up with Danny to do a co-write, and I gave him these lyrics, and I said, come up with a chord progression. I had a melody in my head, and I was like, I'm not even going to sing that for you. I want you to sing what you play and sing however you feel like it should sound. And that's what he did. And I think you said you'd never done that before either. So it was really cool. I was really excited about.
Emily, look at me. Nobody trusts me. Okay. Look at this. You know what I'm saying? The shirt. It looks like I stole this from my grandpa. All right. Nobody trusts me.
It does. It does. So anyway, that's the story about this song and how it came about, and the co-write. So I hope you like it. It's called You're Enough. Grass is green, sky is blue. What I see, your hair is black, your eyes are brown. I didn't mean to bring you down. I didn't mean to bring you down. Walking downtown, run up the sidewalk to catch up to you. Grab your head, see a shadow on the corner. One man saxophone. And when you start the dance on a brick road, spin you around and you start to crack that smile. We move to the sounds, into the sounds. We move into the sounds, and I whisper in your ear. I know times can be tough. I promise you're enough. I promise you're enough. Yeah, I promise you're enough. You know it's hard for me to say I love you. Our love languages are different. Our love languages are different. I hate that quit. But I'm trying to let down my guard. I'm trying to let down my guard. that smile. We move into songs, and I whisper in your ear. Times are tough. I promise you're enough. I promise you're enough. Don't ever think you're not enough. I promise you're enough. Thank you. Thank you guys.
Okay, so that's way better than whatever song I wrote for Emily. I don't know. I don't know what that was. That was awesome. That was awesome. Wow. You guys have been so awesome. Voice in the Pen crowd is always the best crowd in town. You guys listen, and you love music, and you support, and then we get the feedback, you know? Okay, that was close. Just as I'm complimenting you guys. Oh, what's up with coming up for air? And then diving right back down. Without any regard for my breath. We're having a good look around. Soon well, I'm a lot like all of it, aren't I? Am I not? Entropy in the sky. Quit wondering how and ask me why. Timid, please. A temporary swing. I'm shaking down tree pieces. Were they falling anyways? Up here there's no breeze. I got this stiff seat. No cold cotton pillow. Comma fresh sheets. So why am I always freezing my ass off? But I'm still sleeping sound. How is it I'm breathing in? Nothing's coming out. Oh, back up.
gonna dig yourself out before you ask me for help. Well, digging down, it's mindless work. I've been pulling out clumps of lifeless earth. What have you found here? What's it worth? Back up the word. Keep it terse. Climb back up. Don't revert. Wild all is dirt.
All right, so when we play that as a band, Aaron plays bass on that song. That's how talented of a dude this guy is, all right? He feels it in his bones. This guy is all music. Aaron Keener on the cajon, everybody. Oh, the torch. Where did I put it? Where did I put the torch? Oh my God, the whole place is gonna burn down.
Next to the invisible.
Oh God, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, here.
Well, you can only do one thing at a time, Jemai. I mean, Jaden. Sorry, Jaden.
Jaden, do you want to say anything about this song?
Whoa, what?
What? Oh.
Oh, what?
This has all been a ruse. This has all been a ruse. This has all been a ruse. Turns out this one's Jaden Money and I'm Jemai.
Who would have known?
Yeah, right. Yeah. You want to say anything about this one?
I mean, there's not much to say about this song. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's a fucking bop. So shameless, so shameless. I had a blast writing it with Jaden, and I'm gonna get really into it. So you do your thing and watch us. It's called Wasting Time.
Getting all wired up from staring into my computer screen. Troubleshooting this bubble that GP calls my life. Not afraid of dying, I'm afraid of going back to work. I'll be contemplating what I'm gonna do in my free time.
What am I doing wasting all this time? I'd be better off 6 feet in the ground, chasing after nothing, trying to become something. What am I doing wasting all this time?
Why do I try?
What am I doing wasting all this time? I'd be better off 6 feet in the ground, chasing after nothing, trying to become something. What am I doing wasting all this time? All this time.
I'm gonna scream now. Look at me!
Look at him.
Look at me in the eye! Look at me! What am
What am I doing wasting all this time? I'd be better off 6 feet in the ground, chasing after nothing, trying to become something. What am I doing wasting all this time? All this time. All this time. All this time. All this time.
I love that last bit you did with the heartbeat. Ah, man, David.
Certified Bob.
No, but like, was it a Bob?
Stamp it.
It's what my friend would call a banger.
Like,
It's a banger.
oh,
It's a banger.
right on.
And a bop. It's a banger and a bop. All right, I'm gonna do one, another older one. Might be new to you. All this music is on Spotify, so this is the first off the first full album that I recorded, and it's called "Sing You to Sleep." It's just kind of a fictional song, and just something that I hope would bring someone comfort who listens to it. What if I said you mean so much for me to see you cry? I'd save the world and walk through fire to make your hurting stop. And you were one thing I am sure of. I will always have your back, always holding on to you so tight, holding on to you so tight. Secrets can tear you down, diminish your pieces into dust. I'm here to tell you now, you are not alone. And I'll take a chance tonight that I can sing you to sleep, sing you to sleep. Question marks where you went. Don't be afraid to tell. And pain that you feel won't always live there, always live there. And secrets can tear you down, diminish your pieces into dust. Well, I'm here to tell you now, you chance tonight that I can sing you to sleep, sing you to sleep, sing you to sleep, sing you to sleep. Thank you.
I live. That was beautiful.
Man. Emily, your voice is so silky smooth. That is awesome. That was awesome.
You guys are so supportive.
I'm telling you, if you weren't good, we would not say it.
I would not sing.
I definitely would not.
We wouldn't compliment you either.
You know, Lynn, you know.
Like, we would be a little less honest, but you're awesome. So don't tell us if we're supportive. Be less awesome. Be less supportive.
Wow. Read her. That was rad, man.
You're awesome, Emily. That was so cool. Wow, you guys have been an awesome audience. Again, an honor to be out here. I don't think my mic is on. I'm just, there it is. That's me. Oh, cool. Wow, that's how loud I am. You could all hear me. Really big honor being here. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, CB and Emily, for having us. Thank you, TK, for making us sound so freaking cool and look so cool. Thank you, YouTube, for being in the building. The whole YouTube. The whole website is here. YouTube is here tonight to film this. Millions. Taylor is watching. Cool. Hi, Taylor. No pressure. Love your work. So this song I wrote, this is the oldest one I'm going to play tonight. This I wrote like 8 years ago when I was in college. Holy crap. That's a weird sentence to say. I look like I'm 15, but I'm not anymore. That was a really revealing giggle. Jaden was like, I thought he was 15. It's good sword. I know. Well, now it's the Band-Aid's off. Do the math. I went on a camping trip with a friend. We were going to go alone, and we mentioned to my roommate that we were going to do some fun things while we were out in the woods, and he was like, I'm not letting you guys trip balls in the woods on your own. You need somebody to help you, you know what I mean, in case the fire goes out or whatever. And the fire kept going out. He was right about that. He was actually spot on. But he was there to go into the woods and get us wood, feed the fire. We didn't have to do any of the work, and it was great. But every time he would leave, we would get really fucking scared because we're alone in the dark, and there's a man out there who's eventually going to come back, and we don't know when. You know, life is a surprise. So we left the woods. The camping trip got short. We eventually were like, Nick, thank you for coming out here with us, but this is awful. We're having a terrible time. Every bug that flies by makes this awful. But later on, we had a conversation about the fire and how we have to keep it going. And in order to have a good time, in order to do anything that night, we had to just feed this thing all the time. And me and my friend noticed that maybe we had been acting that way in certain facets of our life, that we had been acting like a fire and just expecting to be fed by the people who love us, that want us around, and not realizing that, you know, you can be a little more like water and flow with things and fit into the container that you're in and love yourself. So it's been a couple of years of processing that and writing about it. And, well, here it goes. Mr. Aaron Keener over here has made me really bring it back to life. She said, Benny, I don't think I wanna be fired anymore. I think I'd rather be water instead. Because fire asks so much of you and just takes and takes and takes. And if you leave it alone, well, then it's dead. Water loves wherever it is. It fits in where it can. Fire wants to rule the world. Water's got no future plans. It just rises up to the sky when the sun comes out. On shitty days it falls back down. On shitty days it falls. But no matter how ugly and inconvenient the landing is, people always seem to respect that waterfalls. Sure, it's got flaws, I got flaws, you got flaws, we all got flaws, they just exist, there is no common cause. Like sometimes how you know water's too much and you wish for it to go away, but at least it doesn't nag at you to feed it or beg you to let it stay. Being fire's hard work, and I have got to accept the facts that water just flows and fire just fights. And I fought the flow for long enough to know that the flow, it fights back. So I have made a decision for my health, for my wellness, for my sanity, for my love, whatever you wanna call these. Well, I wanna float on, surrounded by those who fit me above, and I won't let a little fire stop me. Won't let a little fire slow me down. She said, Danny, I really think the fire's got me trapped, pinned down under this heat that I put it on myself. Feel bad when everyone around me gets burned, even though they all just wanna help. Oh, well, I feel threatened, exposed to the elements, the unknown. I think everybody's out to get me, and why shouldn't I realize that one day we're all gonna die, and nobody's gonna be left to care. And I'm not there, and that's alright. Yeah, that's alright. Except I would like to fall back down at the end of my cycle. I wanna fall back down, be a drop in the ocean, become the crest of a wave, find some storm somewhere someday, I'll sail away. Da 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 da. Da, 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 da. Okay, we've never done that together like that before. That was awesome, man. So the moral of that story is go out into the woods with your friends, take whatever you have to, think about it. All right, just think hard about the fire that you're burning and the water you can bring into your life. Okay? Cool.
All right, that's all for the first set here, you guys. Thank you so much for coming out and listening to everybody up here. I hope you enjoyed that set. I know I did. We've got another set coming up for you here. We'll set up in probably the next 15 minutes, get started, and hang around, maybe get another beer. We'll be back up here shortly. Thank you guys so much.
Again, show me my soul and let it all roll off the tongues. Many a man. It's a damn fine art for the faint of heart. Hopeless or the damn.
Couldn't hear my guitar though at the end there. Couldn't hear my. Is that not on? Yeah, I couldn't hear my guitar hardly at all. It even got kind of low. Check your levels. Okay. Checky, checky, 1, 2. Checky, checky, 1, 2. Check, check. Oh, hello. Oh, there we go. We're alive. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Oh, we're checking now. Oh my God, are we checking? We're checking so good. I'm got wet shorts. Okay, so here's our problem. He always plays on the right of me. Yeah, I know.
Check 1, 2.
I can do it like this. They'll just sit back of me.
Check, check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2, check. So, play for me again. Is that better?
get some more of me in both in the monitor? Checky, checky, 1, 2, check, 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 check. That's good. Now a little more guitar in the monitor. And let's hear Mike in the monitor. Well, thank you. You've been a great audience. We had a terrific time. We hope you did as well.
All right, folks, welcome back to The Voice and the Pen. Thank you for hanging out with us. Multitasking, so I'm running sound and going to perform and get off the stage and on the stage here in just a second. So please welcome to the stage Mr. Bob Starnataro, Shane Masters. We're going to have Spider Mike Boucher accompanying Bob, and my duo partner and the technological wizard behind The Voice and Pen, TK, is going to sit in with me. That's the plan, anyways. So Bob, Mike, I'm going to go out there and run sound. You guys take it away.
All right, thank you. So Mike and I are musical partners. We are called Two Picky Guys. And it's funny because the first gig we ever played, TK ran sound for, and it was at the Riverfest in 2017. And at that time, we had been playing some open mics, and we didn't really have a name. So when they asked us what name we wanted to play under, I popped up with this name and said, you know, since we're like two old guys and we look alike, we're going to call ourselves the Almost Brothers, you know, which I thought was great. And so Port City Daily did this write-up on the show and said, the Almost Brothers, and here's where it got weird, an Allman Brothers cover band is going to open up Riverfest. And Mike and I looked at each other and go, no. So we changed our name, and now we're Two Picky Guys. And this is a song I wrote. It's called Razor. We started out as friends. We wanted nothing more. I soon found out what the future held in store. I fell in love with you, but your feelings never grew. You just turned away from me, said you wanted someone new. But I still love you, baby. I just can't take this abuse. My heart is like a razor, and I'm gonna cut you loose. Well, I know you're running round. The signs are everywhere. My poor heart is aching, but you just don't seem to care. My friends all say you laughed at me, say your heart's as cold as ice. They say that I should leave you, yeah, and that's some good advice. But I still love you, baby, though I know that it's no use. My heart is like a razor. Well, I've loved you as a woman, and I've loved you as a child. Your love just got me crazy, but your love just brought me wild. Your friends all say you laugh at me, say your heart's as cold as ice. They say that I should leave you, yeah, and that's some good advice. But I still love you, baby, though I know that it's no use. My heart is like a razor, and I'm gonna cut you loose. Yeah, my heart is like a razor, and I'm gonna cut you loose. Thank you, thank you.
Howdy, y'all. My name's Shane Masters. I hail from Morgantown, West Virginia. I play music anywhere they'll have me. It just so happened they'd have me here tonight. The first song I'm going to play is a song I recently wrote. Basically just tell you how I feel about everything. Called Outlaw Flow. Been singing all my songs everywhere I go, trying to cut life from this outlaw flow, riding these hills and roads all the way down to Mexico. You ain't got to say a word, it's written on your face. And all this ain't just a big fucking waste of my time, my life, my breath. I don't think so. But my job ain't got no retirement. It don't come with no medical. It's just a little stack of cash and a pat on the back at the end of every show. Spotify pays the sweatshop wage. $1 ain't worth a dime. I swear I'm gonna have to quit if I don't get me a hit. I know I'm gonna lose my mind. Go on right there. Well, I got me a job with benefits. Problem is, I ain't got no strength to sing my songs all weekend long. I'm just gonna say it, I'm sick of fucking death, playing my songs and hearing you request some Luke Bryan or some of the shit maybe you could dance to. 'Cause my job ain't got no retirement. It don't come with no medical. Just a little stack of cash and a pat on the back at the end of every show. Spotify pays the sweatshop wage. $1 ain't worth a dime. I swear I'm gonna have to quit if I don't get me a hit. I know I'm gonna lose my mind. I know my job ain't got no retirement. It don't come with no medical. Just a little stack of cash and a pat on the back at the end of every show. Spotify pays the sweatshop wage. $1 ain't worth a dime. I swear I'm gonna have to quit if I don't get me a hit. lose my mind. I swear I'm gonna have to quit. If I don't get me a hit, I'm probably gonna lose my mind. Thank you very much.
It's a hard road to rock them, you know.
All right, y'all. Give me a moment. Where's my strap? Who took it? What'd they do with it? All right, y'all. Thank you for hanging out for the Voice and Pen, and y'all, so good to hear Bob and Shane doing their things up here. I don't have the pick that I want. I'm going to center myself, chill for a second. Bear with me. There's the one I want, the yellow one. So my first song, this is an Asian kind of sort of copy the tuning song. It's a lot more painful on a sitar. It's always real quiet during this song, too. It's weird.
Nobody knows the words.
I don't know the words. I'm making them up as I go along. I love you, too. I'm not sure who you are, but I try to love everybody. My attention is almost exclusively on Magdalena at the moment. There's a follow-up line to that, but some people might not appreciate it. It's Jesus' friend. I think that sounds balanced. That's an impromptu sound check if I've ever done one. All right, y'all, thank you for hanging out at the Voice and the Pen. Now I'm going to play an actual song for you. Quit wasting time up here. If you could turn me down in the monitor a bit, that would be cool, specifically guitar, because it's blazing up here. So since I'm on stage with Bob Sarnataro, I'm going to play a song that I wrote about 10 years ago. This is a theme, I think, tonight. And I think if you're a songwriter, one of the most natural things to write about is your hometown. And Bob Sarnataro is the first and only person to ever cover any of my music, and he's done this song a few times in a different key, and I'm very grateful that he did that. So this song is called Low Country Home. It's about my hometown of Beaufort, South Carolina, not to be confused with Beaufort, North Carolina. They will correct you in both places equally as aggressively. This is Low Country Home.
No shrimp are boiling, no buffets on the radio. Children laugh and splash and sing, and that's how I know I'm home. Spanish moss, it's a swaying up in the old oak trees. Dances to a secret melody while it floats upon that breeze. It don't matter where you go, it don't matter what I see. My heart is always in the low country. See all of the Oh, the words of old Pat Conroy, they have traveled near and far. It don't matter where I go, it don't matter what I see. My heart is always in the low country. As I float behind my boat, they throw me a beer. I'm kinda busy here. I'm hanging on to the end of my rope. The sun, it's a setting over behind me on oak trees, and in the wind I hear those voices call me home to the low country. It don't matter where I go, it don't matter what I see. My heart is always in the low country. It don't matter where I go, it don't matter what I see. My heart is always in the low country.
Thank y'all. Y'all are very kind. Thank you so much. I'm going to pass the proverbial torch back down to the other end of the stage to Bob and Spider Mike. But man, I got to say, I posted something on one of my social media things today about all the amazing people that I know as a result of music. And everybody on this stage I met through music. Every single one of you, TK, Shane, Bob, and Spider Mike. Probably known Bob the longest out of everybody. And that goes for everybody out here in the audience as well. I think I know all of y'all through music as a result of, well, Voice and Pen. So thank y'all for hanging out, listening, and more good music to come.
All right, thank you. Yeah, CB was one of the first people I met when I came to Austin. I met him at an open mic that he was running, and we have been friends ever since. And I'm really privileged to be playing on the same stage with him. We've played at open mics together, and we've played at Sunday Fun Days at somebody's house together, but this is a special treat for me. So thank you for inviting me and Spider Mike. So my dad was a guitar player. A better guitar player than me, actually, but when he passed, I inherited a few of his guitars, and so one day I got to thinking I had this picture of him that was sitting up on a mantelpiece. He passed a long time ago, and I got to thinking, when I was 10 years old, he told me, Bob, I want you to study music because it's something you'll do for the rest of your life. And I fought him tooth and nail because I wanted to go out and play baseball with my friends. You know what I mean? It's like we all did that. And now I look back, and every day I go, thank you, Dad. So I wrote this song, and it's called Playing His Guitar. I was looking at his picture, sitting on a shelf. I never realized how much he helped me be myself. I was proud of my own ignorance, never gave his gift a chance, too proud to drop my defense and overcome my angst. And now I'm playing his guitar, playing in this bar. Our heroes always teach us to be just who we are. When I was young, I had to make a stance, make my own way, do my own dance. And in those efforts to be free, I took pride in vanity. And now those chickens have come home to roost. The seeds of talent bore their fruit. The man that you see here today followed feet that led the way. Now I'm playing his guitar, playing in this bar. Our heroes When I was young, I had to make a stand, make my own way, do my own dance. And in those lessons I recall learning to be me. And now I'm looking at his picture sitting on a shelf. I finally realized how much he helped me be myself, and that those chickens have come home to roost. The seeds of talent bore their fruit. The man that you see here today followed feet that led the way. Now I'm playing his guitar, playing in this bar. Our heroes always teach us to be just who we are. I am playing his guitar, playing in this bar. Our heroes always teach us to be just who we are. I am playing his guitar, playing in this bar. Our heroes always teach us to be just who we are. Thank you, Dad.
All right. Can I get a little more guitar in the monitor when you get a chance there? All right, so in 2017, I had kind of a weird experience, and it caused me, it lasted for about 3 days. It was kind of, it's hard to explain. I won't go into it. But it left me wondering a lot of things, left me thinking about a lot of stuff. So my first course of action was to grab the computer and start Googling and start figuring out, like, okay, what happened to me? You know, I just kind of woke up in bliss for like 3 days straight. Bliss. Absolute bliss. Yeah, no drugs, no alcohol, just bliss. It's crazy. It was the weirdest experience. It left me freaked out because on the fourth day I wake up and it was gone. And I was like, what in the world? So I started reading. I gobbled up books. Since 2017, probably 400 books, easily. Just sitting by myself for hours and hours and hours, reading, Googling, going crazy, figuring out whatever I was figuring out. And I kind of came to something that every inspirational figure has said along the way, that this is all perfect. And you touched on the fire, the way it consumes, and the water, the way it just fills. And I think that's beautiful. I love what you were singing about. But they're both so necessary. You know what I mean? They both have their place here. If everything wasn't just the way it is, molecularly speaking, nothing would work. It's all just perfect. So that struck me, and I sat in my room one night, and I was writing, or I was just jamming around, playing on the guitar, and some lyrics started coming to me, so I wrote them down, and my wife always has this habit of coming into my rehearsal space and saying, well, is this your song? And, you know, oftentimes I'm just learning, like, some Cody Jinks, or I'm learning some other artists, and I'm like, no, honey. She's like, oh, damn. Well, this time she came in, she goes, honey, is that your song? I said, yeah. She goes, that's a good one. I said, okay. It held #1 for 6 weeks in a row on a radio station in Greencastle, Pennsylvania, 93.7 WRGG. It got me nominated for Single of the Year through the International Singer-Songwriters Association. I didn't win, but was nominated. Pretty prestigious. It's called Perfectly Arranged. There's so much left to say, but I choke on every word. I try to show you how I feel, but it all just sounds absurd.
everyone says that nobody's perfect. Wish I could make them see that we're perfectly arranged. There's nothing I would change. I'll put my faith in God above, love you just the way you came. 'Cause you're perfectly arranged. There's nothing left to chance. I know deep in my heart there's no such thing as a mistake when you're perfectly arranged. I know there's ups and downs, it's all part of the plan. You can say you can't go on, but baby, I believe you can. Now everyone says that nobody's perfect. Wish I could make them see that we're perfectly arranged. There's nothing I would change. I put my faith in God above, love you just the way you came. 'Cause you're perfectly arranged. There's nothing left to chance. I know deep in my heart there's no such thing as a mistake when you're perfectly arranged. And I know this might sound a bit cliche, you might have heard it before in a different way. When the sun shines down on you and I, it shines on the sinners and the saints alike. 'Cause we're perfectly arranged. There's nothing I would change. I'll put my faith in God above, love you just the way you came. 'Cause you're perfectly arranged. There's nothing left to chance. I know deep in my heart there's no such thing as a mistake when you're perfectly arranged.
All right. Thank you.
Man, that's a cool song. So I can relate to that a little bit. I read a lot of books from about 2016 to now, very similar, sort of like, wow, everything is as it should be, and if I'll quit worrying about trying to make it the way I think it should be, it'll be okay. Now, the issue with that is it's real easy to get stuck in our own loop, whatever that is, your own kind of personal hell loop inside of your mind, and it drives you a little nuts. And so my song has not won any awards. It's not recorded. TK and I haven't played it very much, but you really reminded me of the song I want to play. And it's called Begin Again. And the concept behind this song is it's like as we're learning to ride this bike called life, you don't ride it by riding it. You learn to ride it by falling off of it. And like eating shit and getting up and grinning and doing it again like you were when you were a little kid and you wanted to ride the bike. It's helpful not to take life so seriously, but this is called Begin Again Again. Actually, just Begin Again. We'll drop the second again. It's a little challenging, but begin again. learning to laugh together again, staring down those memories and hopes of what might have been. Only way out is through it. Cut the cords and let fly. Believe me, baby, there's no time to wonder why. Why? No time to wonder why. 'Cause when it's deep, when it's hard, you know that kind of love, Lord, that leaves you raw. Only way out is through it. Cut the cords and let fly. Believe me, baby, there's no time to wonder why. Why? No time to wonder why. So begin again. Begin again. 'Cause these moments, they hold eternity, all that has ever been, but you can't hold them too close. They'll slip right through you, friend. Again and again, begin again. In and out, up and down, let me out without you, and I will paint this town. 'Cause when it's deep, and when it's hard, you know that kind of love, Lord, that leaves you raw. Only way out is through it. Cut the cords and let fly. Believe me, baby, there's no time to wonder why. Why? No time to wonder why. So begin again. Begin again. Moments hold eternity, all that has ever been, but you can hold them too close. They'll slip right through you, friend. Again and again, begin again. These moments slip away. Don't let these moments slip away. Don't let your moments slip away. 'Cause these moments, they hold eternity, all that has ever been. You can't hold them too close. They'll slip right through you, friend. Again and again, begin again. Thank you all. Appreciate you very much. I'm throwing it back, throwing the baton, the torch. What are we using anyways? Is it a torch or a baton? Tell me, Danny, I'm confused. Well, Fire has its purposes. Just kidding, Waterline. Just kidding. Joke.
The only difference between a torch and a baton is the fire. So this next song is called Good Honey Never Spoils. And the way I wrote it was I had read this article about when they opened up Tutankhamun's tomb, they found some amphoras. Those are jugs, for those who don't know what an amphora is. And inside the jug, they found that there was something down at the bottom. And so they fished it out, and they were looking at it going, I don't know what this is. And they decided to reconstitute it by adding some water to it. And when they did, they figured out that it was honey. And the amazing part of this honey was, of course, it had been in a tomb for over 3,000 years, and yet there was no trace of bacteria. It was just as viable as the day they stuck it in the ground. And so I thought that was amazing. And so I came up with the concept of good honey never spoils as a metaphor for love. I mean, you know, love never spoils if it's the right love. So that's when I wrote this song. And it's kind of the cycle of my life, because the first verse is about the very first woman I ever kissed. And she wasn't a woman and I wasn't a man, because we were, I think, 5 and 6 years old. And she was the farmer's daughter. And she literally took me in the barn and took me up into the loft, and she said, I want you to kiss me. And I was like, yeah, right. I don't even know what that means. But we did it. And then in everybody's life, there's a toxic relationship. So there's a verse about that. And the final one is about my wife. And that's what makes this a love song. When I was young and green, a country girl in jeans led me through the barn and up into her loft. Yeah, I remember how the hay smelled, still remember how her skin felt. Good honey never spoils. Well, once I had a honey who just loved me for my money. She wanted diamonds, emeralds, and pearls. Instead of dazzled by her brilliance, I was baffled by her bull. Good honey never spoils. Now you can shake it, you can't break it. You can leave it, you can take it. You can wind it in a tight little coil. There ain't nothing you can do. My honey can't shine through. Good honey never spoils. Well, you can shake it, you can't break it. You can leave it, you can take it. You can wind it in a tight little coil. Now, there ain't nothing you can do. My honey can't shine through. Good honey never spoils. Now I'm a very simple man, just doing what I can. You came along and gave my heart a whirl. You showed me a love that's pure, that's what I was looking for. Good honey never spoils. So tell me that you love me, and you'll put no one above me. You'll give me all the love in this great world. I swear it won't go to my head, but come back to you instead. Good honey never spoils. Yeah, good honey never spoils. Yeah. All right, thank you.
I like that. That's a good one. Honey doesn't spoil. I was sitting up here debating what I was going to play. I wrote a lot of songs the past couple years. I wrote this song a few years back. My mom was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. Before that, I had dealt with my aunt. My aunt had it as well. Dementia. It's a little worse for my aunt. But I remember I'd go to the nursing home every day, or not every day, every week, and sit with her for a while, and she'd drag me around. Just, you know, that's one hell of a disease. But before my mom passed away, I think she put this song out into the ether somehow. I'm not sure how she did it, but she wasn't in her right mind when I wrote it. It was just about kind of, you know, how whenever you're young, you can't wait to leave. You know, you can't wait to leave home. You can't wait to leave mom. And then when it's time for mom to leave, you wish she didn't have to go. You know, it's kind of that idea. But life goes on no matter what, and that's what the song's called. So here you go.
We used to hold each other's hands, say I love you, I understand, and listen with our hearts. Got mixed up along the way. It'd be just as bad to stay. So I'm heading for the door. Now we've been lying to ourselves for way too long. Don't you let something go wrong. 'Cause life goes on, baby, with or without me. We're only in these. That's what I believe in. Oh, life goes on. When I asked you, forgot my name, it hit me just about the same. But I'd been there before. That's what I told myself. I put it all upon the shelf, and I tried to do my best to help you out. But I know what you'd say to me if you could now. Don't you let me slow you down. 'Cause life goes on, baby, with or without me. We're only in these. That's what I believe in. Oh, life goes on. And when it comes my turn to walk that line alone, won't you be there to see me through? We could just hold hands and make it all alright. 'Cause I'm nothing without you. No, I'm nothing without you. 'Cause life goes on, baby, with or without me. We're only in these. That's what I believe in. Oh, life goes on, and oh, life
Man, you like hitting all the feels right now. My mom is in assisted living now, and her brain is okay. She had a bad fall, but her husband, who's a stepfather that I inherited, is going through severe dementia stuff right now, and it's challenging. Anyways, so enough of that for the moment. This is a song that I wrote, and it's on the upcoming Voice and Pen album that's getting released on December 6th. Yeah! This is called California Sun.
Had enough of that Mississippi 50. Little lies can't convince me that they didn't do you wrong. In Cedar Bluff the other day, I heard all your friends saying they can't believe you've been gone for so long. And the wind blows through your hair, staring down the glare, Ray-Ban framed California sun. Though it's not the life you know, it is the one you chose. California, here you come. When I came upon the scene where they had seen you flee your way down Biloxi Way, it was clear to me by what you let them see that you had made your final play. And the wind blows through your hair, staring down the glare, Ray-Ban frame California sun. Though it's not the life you know, it is the one you chose. California, here you come. California on the run. That old state line mob, they like to steal, whore and rob, say your daddy killed a man down New Orleans way. When you weren't born a son, your luck had come undone. You began to plot your escape, and the wind blows through your hair, staring down the glare, Ray-Ban framed California sun. No, it's not the life you know, it is the one that you chose. California, here you come. California on the run. And as the miles roll by and the past fades away, I see you in my mind, sunshine on your face. And the wind blows through your hair, staring down the glare, Ray-Ban frame, California sun. It's not the life you know, it is the one that you chose. California, here you come. California on the run. California, here I come.
Thank you all very much. torch, baton, the musical talking stick, the magic musical talking guitar is now yours, Bob.
All right. All right, so as long as we're telling depressing stories about dementia, I'll tell you a story about my dad, who I wrote that song about playing his guitar. And it's actually quite a touching story because long after he lost the ability to speak, I went to visit him at a nursing home in New York. And I was sitting there and just talking to him, knowing that he couldn't respond, and just telling him about my life and everything. And this orderly came over and he goes, "That's your dad?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "He's giving me guitar lessons." And I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "He doesn't know who I am." He goes, "He doesn't know who I am either." He said, "But we started the guitar lessons before he lost the ability to speak." He said, "So no, we just continue it, we just don't talk about it." And I thought to myself, man, if music is the last thing in my brain to go, I'm gonna die a happy guy.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
All right. And I'm gonna follow that with a depressing song about abuse. This is a song I wrote way back years ago in a songwriting class, and it talks about Tice and Dirk, two really strange names, I know. And I had to weave a story out of a whole bunch of words that were given to us in this class. And so I did, there were 25 words, and I decided I'm going to put all of them in the song, not just, one in the title or somewhere in the middle of the song. I'm going to use all 25 of these words. So I did, but it makes for some interesting lyrics, and you'll see what I mean. She took a Greyhound out of Kaiser. West Virginia was no place to be. She left Dirk somewhere behind her, wishing he'd been kinder, but her shiner was there for all to see. After that night, she never felt right, faded to color to black and white, watching well dreamers dancing in the moonlight. Now it wasn't a stormy Monday, but spring break skies were gray. It was a creepy kind of Saturday with Festivus far away. Tice had no appetite, even cold pizza didn't taste right. Yeah, she even tried a kiwi in a bowl of peppermint schnapps on ice. The crickets didn't sound right as she faded to black and white, watching well dreamers dancing in the moonlight. From that Lincoln in which she was napping, to keep all her juice from sapping, she heard the Colorado River and some train wheels slapping. Out of her body felt light. The experience showed she was right. She was a well dreamer dancing in the pale moonlight. Well, October maples were bright as she faded to black and white, watching well dreamers dancing in the moonlight. Yeah, watching well dreamers dancing in the night. Yeah. All right, thank you. And thank you all for listening and coming out to support local music, because I think it's important, just like these guys do, and I am thrilled to be part of it and thrilled to have my brother from another mother, Mike Boucher, sitting in with me tonight.
All right, howdy. All right, so there was one day I was just sitting in my bedroom and I just I had my Strat and had a little bit of reverb turned up, you know. I was just like, and I thought, well, this sounds cool, you know. And I'd been thinking about manifestation for a while. Everything I write in songs, whether it's true or not, when I write it, becomes true. So this came. I found my light in the dark. Feel free to jump in. I see my name up in stars, and it's all I know. And I'm not going home. I found myself in the night on the stage under these lights with the microphone, yeah. And I ain't going home, no, 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 no. I came all this way on my own, and I ain't going home. I pushed my way through the crowd. I sing it so loud and so proud, 'cause it's all I know. And I ain't going home. I came all this way on my own, and I ain't going home. Go on, see. Push my way to the top. Here's the manifestation part. Since then, I just can't stop, 'cause it's all I know. And I ain't going home, no, 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 no. I came all this way on my own, and I ain't going home. I said I came all this way on my own, and I ain't going home, no, 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 no. I came all this way on my own. No, I ain't going home. Yeah. Nice, man. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome, brother.
That was cool. New. So in the midst of all the songs about manifestation and depression and the serious songs, I'm going to do a not so serious song for a minute. Yeah, this is a song that I wrote initially in homage to John Prine as a result of a conversation I had with a client. I do a lot of different things for different people, so we won't talk about what kind of client it was just to protect the innocent, or well, no, not so innocent, I guess, in this case. But this song is called Space Monkey. And it's interesting because when I wrote the song, I did not know that John Prine had a song called Space Monkey. I was more focused on the illegal smile part of the song. If you're familiar with John Prine, that's a great tune. Space Monkey is about something entirely different. It's actually about the Russian monkey that went up into space and floated around and came back. My song is about having a conversation with a client one evening, explaining lots of complicated client things to that person, and then having them call me the next morning and go, man, thank you so much for explaining all those complicated client things to me last night, but I have a confession to make. I gotta be honest, I was high as a space monkey. I don't remember anything you said, and could you please explain it to me again? And I said, yes, I can. I'm also gonna write a song about it. So this is Space Monkey.
Well, I was high as a space monkey flying to Mars, staring around at the moon and the stars. Don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I've been, but it's good to see you again, my friend with the illegal smile. I hope you'll stay for a while. Life's full of trouble and life's full of sin. Well, I gave them both up due to trouble within. Well, the trouble within is the trouble with sin, and the trouble with trouble is trouble again. My friend with the illegal smile, I hope you'll stay for a while. 'Cause it's coming, you see, we just don't believe. We don't know when, and we can't conceive that the only trouble is the trouble that we feed, the trouble we hold, and that we believe. My friend with the illegal smile, I'm glad you stayed for a while. 'Cause I'm high as a space monkey flying to Mars, staring around at the moon and the stars. Don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I've been, but I remember something preachy about trouble and sin. My friend with the illegal smile, I'm glad you stayed for a while, but I still think I can fly higher, higher. Just about then, the paranoia sets in, and the Christmas lights flashing are the cops pulling in. And then I see Jupiter and Saturn aren't far, and I know I've been here a while. And my friend with the illegal smile, I'm glad you stayed for a while. 'Cause I'm high as a space monkey flying to Mars, staring around at the moon and the stars. Don't know where I'm going, I don't know where I've been, but it's good to see you again, my friend with the illegal smile. I'm glad you stayed for a while, but I still think I can fly higher.
Thank you all so much for hanging out with us tonight here at the Voice and the Pen. I think we all got to do 4 songs. I think the first set all got to do 4 songs, and I think Waterline closes very shortly. So this is your last call for alcohol. We're going to break this thing down. Thank you for hanging out. Shane, Bob, Mike, TK, thank you all for sharing the stage. Yes, sir. I need to do a shameless plug. Shameless plug for Bob. Can we give a little microphone to the Bob?
There we go.
Shameless plug coming up.
All right. First of all, I want to thank everybody for letting us play tonight. I had a wonderful time. I was here for the first set, so I enjoyed just sitting in the audience and being part of it. I love being part of it on the second set. And I want to invite you all on December 8th, this is my shameless plug, to the End of Days Distillery, where 2 picky guys will be playing. So if you enjoyed what you heard from us tonight, come out to End of Days. And you guys should do a shameless plug, because I know you got something coming up right
Shane,
now.
you do the shameless, not the shameless.
We're going to go back in.
We're going to go shameless plug for Shane, but not the shameless
Yeah,
plug.
right. No, I just was going to tell you guys, follow me on social media, ShaneMastersMusic.com, YouTube, all over the place. I'm traveling quite a bit this month. I'm going to be on the road. I'm going to South Florida. I'm going to Pittsburgh, West Virginia, here, I'm Myrtle, all over the place. So, yeah, check it out. And, yeah, peace out, y'all.
All right. So I get my shameless plug now. I'm going to hit mine, too. Yeah, shameless plugs going around. So Friday, December 7th, TK and me at the Harp. Saturday, December 10th, TK and me at the Mad Boar up in Wallace, and December 17th, CB and TK initialized duo. You see what we did there? Dad jokes, bad jokes, initialized duo. The 17th at the Vibe, new venue downtown on Front Street. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you all soon. Have a great night. Get home safe and take great care of your bartender back there. Thank y'all.